All right, we are back here at Ellendale Country Club celebrating Dr. Jerry Haydel's life. And of course, I'm with his 4 sons. And you just heard from Carl a while back. Now we're going to talk with Dr. Mike Haydel, a childhood, very dear friend of mine. That wasn't a day went by that I didn't see Mike and probably a lot of his siblings. But Dr. Jerry just meant so much to so many different people, and he influenced so many people. And in you, I saw he tried everything. A lot like yourself.
He did.
You're a pilot. You do different things. You got different businesses. How much of that rubbed off on you?
A lot. My dad pushed the envelope on just about everything he did. And I can remember back when I was graduating from Vanderbilt High School in 1979, 1 year after you, right? And I remember telling him, Dad, I'm not sure what I want to do, even though I know deep down I wanted to be a physician. I said, I don't know what I want to do. I want to be a pilot, and I want to be a doctor, and I just don't know what to do. And he said, son, why limit yourself? Just be both. And ever since he told me that, I've kind of lived by that, where live outside the box. Don't limit yourself. Don't put yourself in a box. And so I learned that from him very early on. So I've done that. Everything I wanted to do, I did. Because of that advice. And he was very, very committed to his family and his career. In fact, they may or may not remember this, but I remember us sitting around the dining room table, and I remember him putting his glasses down to his nose, kind of looking at us, saying, boys, you don't go to school that long to retire. Doctors don't retire. And so we're all looking at each other like, man, I guess we got to wait till he dies before we retire. So, but Carl's still working, so I guess that's all good, you know.
I think Carl just took over part of his practice.
Yeah, maybe so.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of things that I learned from him, but the deep-rooted thing is work hard, because he taught us by example to work hard. And don't put yourself inside of a box. Always be willing to go out there and fail 100 times if it takes that. But that's really what kind of sat in my soul from him.
One thing about your dad that I remember, it involves you, Mike, is that my dad was pretty strict too. So when I left my house going looking for a break at Dr. Jerry's, I wasn't getting it. Okay? Right. Remember that time we painted the barn?
Oh, yeah.
And we intercepted him, and he came back home. We were going like, he's going to be so impressed with us. And then we didn't use treated lumber, paint the inside.
Rip it down, boys. Do it over.
That was a life lesson. I mean, he made us tear it down and redo it. But then he came out later and tried to, soften the blow a little bit. He was good for that, wasn't he?
He definitely was. So as Carl mentioned, he was strict very early on. And as time went on, he softened up. I think once he kind of knew we were okay, then he was okay. And he became not as strict. He was always a loving father, but he became, I hate to use the word friend, but it went from strict father to friend as he got older and older.
And that's sort of the way it ought to be, right?
I think so, yeah.
And he sure knew how to have fun. I mean, Mardi Gras. I always would turn around on my float, and he always rode behind in the other float, right behind it, and he would be throwing that one bead at a time. So I'd always fire a football his way or something, and it would whiz bomb, and he would turn around and go, hey, boy. But he loved Mardi Gras, didn't he?
He loved Mardi Gras. He sure did.
I mean, is that something, where did that passion come from? Because he had a passion for everything.
Everything he did, and as Larry mentioned in the eulogy, he did so much. That list is a mile long. Mardi Gras is just one of those things.
Yeah.
But whatever he did, it was full throttle. It was never half throttle.
And the pulled dew gumbo at the camp.
Yeah.
Ain't that the best damn pulled dew gumbo you ever ate? I said, yeah, it is, Doc. It could have been neutral or anything. I just hope it wasn't armadillo like you said. That would have freaked me out. But anyway, so but y'all all sort of caught on to the medical profession, and the girl side too in medical profession. One teacher. So without saying it, it rubbed off, didn't it?
All of us. He paid for all of us to go to undergraduate and postgraduate. He was very devoted to our education. He paid for all our education, our apartments, our cars. That's the one gift that was the most valuable thing to us. All with reputable careers, school teacher, like you said, 4 registered nurses, 3 of us MDs and doctor chiropractor. So education was huge for him.
Yeah,
Sure
there's no
was.
doubt about it. And I know, saw the black bag by the coffin, and the black bag. How many times I saw that black bag come into 19 Austin Drive and either stitch me up or
On the
give me
dining
a
room table while we're eating supper. If you came in with a laceration, we're eating supper, we got used to it. It was
Yeah.
no big deal.
I mean, look at the
But while
football
he's eating
games.
supper, he'll turn around and suture you
right.
up.
Yeah,
That's how it was
blood
back in the day.
didn't scare him.
Yeah.
He was so used to that. And there you have it, folks, from Ellendale. That's Dr. Mike Haydel. And when we come back from the break, we're going to move on straight down the line. We're going to talk to Dr. Larry Haydel. And, of course, he gave the eulogy at today's services. And then we have Dr. Patrick Haydel. So don't go away. I'm sure this is going to get pretty interesting as we go along. And we're going to try to get the girls involved. We promise them we'll give them a shot at this. So stick around. We'll be right back.